helping out Miss Amy today. So I'm going to help you guys go through some stretches. So what I want to do first is we're going to go through some splits series. So it's some stretches that will help you get into your splits safely and then also help you get a little bit lower into your splits if you're working on that. So we're going to come first into a low lunge. So go ahead and take your foot, your heel is going to come right under your knee, and then your back leg, we want your hip to be pressing forward so you can find a nice stretch in the front, that quadricep muscle, that front thigh. And so go ahead and take your hands down and just allow your hips to press forward. And as we do that, I want you to think about your breath a little bit. So with stretching, when you exhale, you want to allow your muscles to relax or release a little bit more. And when you inhale, maybe you want to rise up a little bit or think about your form, think about having a nice long spine. But just take a few moments to breathe into that stretch. So maybe 30 seconds or so is a good amount of time to just get into that stretch. And then we're going to take our hips back. And I know with dance you point your toes a lot, but for this I want you to think about flexing your foot, and that's going to engage your hamstrings a little bit more. So with a nice straight spine, you're going to hinge forward so your chest is coming towards your thigh and your hips are lifted, and you should feel a nice stretch in that hamstring. So just again, take a few moments, breathe into this for about 30 seconds or so. And then we're going to press forward once again like we were in that low lunge. And this time we're going to take that back foot, take it up, bending the knee, and reach back for the ankle. If you're unable to reach that, that's okay. You can just stretch right here. If you are able, you can reach back for that ankle and maybe even lift up a little bit. As long as you're not putting pressure into the knee, you can kind of balance on the thigh. Keep the chest open, but try to keep those shoulders facing forward and those hips facing forward as well as we stretch into that back quadricep muscle. Just coming a little deeper. All right, and then as we relax that leg, we're going to take our hips back, and we should be nice and warmed up to be able to start to come down into our splits. If you want to take your fists up underneath your body to help just slowly lower down, that's a good way to be. Or if you're really feeling good and it's not feeling like it's pulling too much, you can allow your hips to come all the way down to the mat. So that's your stretch. If you want, you can hinge forward or whatever your dance teacher has you do in your splits. To come out of that, I want you to be really careful and either lift up or you can roll over to the side and allow your leg to come around. Okay? So we're going to go through it on the other side. I'm just going to spin around so you can see me. So take your opposite foot, just like we did, that heel right under the knee. Take that back leg down so that you're not on the top of the knee. I don't want you here, but I want you to be able to find a nice stretch in that back quadricep muscle. So we're going to press our hips forward, find a good stretch here, and breathe into this. So again, inhaling, lifting, lengthening out of the shoulders, out of the chest. Exhaling, pressing forward a little bit more. And then on the next inhale, go ahead and lift the hips, flexing that front foot. You can walk your hands back if you'd like, just really thinking about squaring up those hips, and we'll hinge forward here. Nice long spine, good breath. Take your time, especially when you're getting into stretching your muscles. You want to allow for your body to just have time to get into these movements, into these postures. We're not forcing anything. And then we're going to come forward once again. Just take a few moments stretching into this, and then lifting up a little bit. We'll bend that back knee, and then if you would like, it's a little tighter for me on this side. Bending here, holding, breathing into this. Again, if you would like, you can come up onto the thigh. And then slowly we'll allow that to come back down, maybe coming onto some fists and slowly lowering our bodies down. And again, just listening to your body. We don't want to push too much weight down. We don't want to injure anything, but if that feels good, then you can come all the way down, and I'm not quite there. So if your body's not automatically coming down, then make sure that you have a little bit of weight into those hands so you're not injuring. All right, so next we are going to go through some stretches for these hips that Miss Amy was working a lot of for you. So actually I'm going to face you. So taking both feet nice and close to the body, we'll work on stacking those knees. And to kind of help enhance this posture, think about flexing your feet and bringing those heels in as close as you can to the body. Sitting up nice and tall and just feeling that stretch. If you would like, you can start to hinge forward. And again, just breathe into that stretch, exhaling, maybe allowing a little deeper relaxation in the hip, a little more of a release. Let's do one more nice deep breath here. On the next inhale, we'll walk the hands back into the body, sitting tall, and we're just gonna twist. So again, sitting nice and tall, really lifting out of the crown of the head. We'll twist the body. You can take that arm to the outer part of the knee to help lift out of that. And then if you want to add a little bit here, you can bind. So this back hand is coming all the way around. The top hand can come underneath that knee, and you clasp the hands here, keeping those shoulders back. So that's a really big part of this stretch here. We're finding a good stretch in the hip flexor, but we want our chest open, our shoulders back. Exhale, we'll unwind out of that. And now we're gonna switch legs. So just taking those legs out and back on top of each other. Flex the feet, take those feet nice and close to the body, stacking those knees, hips are squared. So we wanna think about both hip bones, the sits bones underneath us, on the mat. So we don't wanna be lifted way up here. If you are, take your legs out a little bit further, okay? Because we're stretching, but we wanna make sure we're stable. So sitting tall, stretching into this. Again, you can exhale, hinge forward. If you're feeling a good stretch just lifted, you can stay there. You don't have to hinge forward, okay? So just listen to your body and listen to what feels good in your hips. And if it feels good right where you are, then breathe into that. Again, just take a few moments. Allow your body to start to settle into the posture. And on the next inhale, we'll rise back up, sitting nice and tall, and we'll twist the opposite direction. So sitting tall, twisting. You want to start the twist from the bottom and then lead up. So then following that shoulder, we'll take the gaze back. And again, if you want to bind, we'll take this top hand through and the bottom hand underneath. Hopefully you can kind of see clasping those hands. And then continue to draw that shoulder back a little bit more. And on the next exhale, we'll go ahead and release the hands, unwind. And we're gonna come forward now. So take your wrists right under your shoulders and slowly lowering our bodies all the way down onto the mat. So we're gonna do a little bit of stretching into our backs. So we're going to go through swan. We're really working on that back strength. So our lower body is relaxed as our upper body reaches forward, and then go ahead and lift the lower body. So our entire back is engaged here. And then we're going to bring the arms out to the sides, lift a little higher. Bring that back out. We're still hovering, we're still lifted, and then go ahead and lower down. Okay, so let's do that again. We'll lift up. Inhale, open. Exhale, come back out, and lower all the way down. Did I say one more? We're gonna do one more. Lift up, and open. Bring that back out, and lower down. Nice. So maybe just resting at the mat for a few moments. I hope that felt good for you, and that's such a good back strengthener. So we're always making sure we work a lot into those core muscles, but we want to make sure that we're countering that with a lot of back strength so that we're not injuring anything and we're not pulling things out of alignment. So make sure to do your back strengthening exercises. The next thing we're gonna do to just help stretch in the back is we're gonna take our palms right underneath our shoulders. So here's our mermaid pose. We're gonna lift up through the chest, bend the knees, and then work on taking those toes towards the top of the head. I cannot connect that, and that's okay. We're just working on opening in the chest and stretching through those muscles. Slowly we'll lower all the way down, and we're gonna press back for a child's pose. So take the hips to the heels and kind of round that out to counter that posture. All right, let's do that one more time, and then we'll do one more stretch and we'll be done. So lowering back down, mermaid pose, bend the knees, lift through the chest. Reminds me of the Little Mermaid coming out of the water. Lower back down, hips back, child's pose. Big exhale. And then we're gonna come all the way down onto our backs. So go ahead and just roll back onto your backs. We're gonna start by taking, let's say the right knee into the chest, the left leg is out long, and we're gonna open up the hips here. So maybe take that left hand to the left hip as we open that right side a little bit more. So the knee is gonna come out to the side and then draw that in closer to like the shoulder or the armpit. So we're really opening the hips here. And then if you would like, you can extend the leg out. You can grab onto the toes or however you wanna do that. You can grab to the outer part of the foot or the shin. And then we'll bend into that again, and we're gonna take it over top of the body for a little twist. So taking that knee all the way over the body, keep the shoulders down, so the shoulders are flat to the mat, and then take the gaze in the opposite direction of the knee. And just breathe into this. Maybe just allowing our bodies to relax a little more. One more breath. Exhale, we'll engage the core muscles. We'll bring both knees back into the chest, and then we'll switch sides. So this time taking that right leg out long, left knee into the chest. Take the right hand to that right hip, so we make sure our hips stay flat onto the mat as we open up that hip. Draw the knee in towards the shoulder. So making sure with that extended leg that we are really strong in that leg. So really thinking about like squashing the leg down into the mat so there's no space up underneath the knee or the leg or the low back. We're really strong here. And that will help just muscle memory for later on when you're doing your kicks. You can have that grounded experience. So I want you to be really strong in that long leg as you open up in the hip here. And then maybe, like I said, you can take that leg out long if you'd like. And then bringing that back in, taking the knee over top of the body, shoulders stay down to the mat. Just allowing that nice twist and relax. Make sure to take your time, take some nice deep breaths, allow the body to relax. And then just bring both knees back into the chest, and we'll rock all the way back up to seated. And you're done. So good job. Thank you.